Not done one of these for a while, folks. Blue Van Man 2.0, trying to get it back on the track. People keep asking me to do a day's paper review, and I run out of time, folks. I've got work and other stuff happening in my life, and I'm finding it hard to do the Blue Van Man 2.0, but I'm getting there. It's just one of them things. People asking me to review AEW and WWF or WWE. And I wish it was the WWF, because it were a lot better in the bloody WWF days. But there you go. So I'm going to do this newspaper review. Today is June the 4th, and I'm going to do the Star again. Nice and simple, easy kind of what we're doing. And bloody flies. So at the moment, folks, we've got the Don Trump here. He's doing a state visit. He's doing a bit of a fist bump there with the Queen, which is cool, I mean. Right, Donald Trump. He's a dodgy subject, isn't it? I've got to be careful what I say here, because I don't want to offend people and stuff like that. Now, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, right? But I like him in a way. He does what he says on the tin. Yes, he's controversial. Yes, he does things without thinking and all that kind of stuff. And there's thousands and thousands of people now who are protesting about Don, and rightly so. You know, we're in a free country. You can actually protest about things, and that is the great thing. Don is over here at the moment, and he's here for the 75th D-Day, not celebrations. You can't celebrate stuff like that. Anyway, I can't remember the word. But he's over here, and he's doing the 75th anniversary of the D-Day invasions and stuff. You know, when they sorted it all out. And people are protesting. These soldiers that died in World War II and World War I are here so that people are allowed to voice their opinion as they are, right? But what I can't understand is, the last time Donald Trump was here in the country, I honestly can't remember the name for who it was, but there was some other leader that turned up, some real, you know, probably anti-gay and war and women's rights abuse and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what, right? There is more people, I mean, that are worse than Donald Trump, or as bad as Donald Trump in their eyes, and they don't protest about that. They don't seem to do it. It just seems that it's Donald Trump, it's America, let's protest. And it's more about political gain than what the actual reason is. It's if Putin turned up tomorrow, or that bloke from China, whatever his name is, would the people be out in protest? Would they be doing a blimp of... It ain't a blimp, is it? It's a bloody balloon. When all's said and done, it's a fucking balloon. It ain't, it's just a big balloon. It's the size of a bouncy castle. It ain't that, it ain't a fucking blimp. A blimp is that Goodyear thing that we have going around. So, would people be having a 18-foot balloon of Putin, you know, and other people? Would they be doing that? I don't think they would. So it just seems that it's Donald Trump. So I'm going to leave that one there. Yeah, if you don't like Donald Trump, protest. But if you're going to protest against Donald Trump, there is other leaders that you can protest against as well, that you never really seem to see people protesting. I mean, they're all over the place. They're in London, Nottingham, Glasgow, Leicester. They're all over the place protesting, and fairly so. If you don't agree with something, you in my mind, you can protest, because that's what this country is about. We're a freedom of speech. So don't protest. But if you're going to protest against Donny, you've got to protest against all the other scum that come here. Right? Right, here we go. Let's crack on. Piers Morgan says Holly Willoughby can be party like a female version of all the members of the Led Zeppelin combined. The Good Morning Britain host dubbed the... if you can hear the washing machine, I do apologise. Rockers, Led Zeppelin singer Robert Plant, guitarist Jimmy Page and drummer Johnny Boat, known for their wildlife. I honestly don't think Holly can beat those people. I am not saying that the members of Led Zeppelin did, but I would have thought they've done pretty bad stuff. Well, not... Potential fraud. Oh no, get off. You turn your phone off so it don't ring when you bloody thing, but you still hear it buzzing. So I don't honestly think that Holly Willoughby could, sorry, that's Keith Lemon. Holly Willoughby can party like them. I think that's Piers talking complete shite. Britain's housing crisis is deepening in some areas, having 14 people compete for one home. The figures show that population growth in the much greater is much greater than the number of houses being built, with Belfast and Brighton the worst hit. I don't know how that. I tell you what, I'm not in favour of. On my way to work, there's a place called Asfordby, and they've just built some new houses, right? New massive, not massive houses, like 3 bedrooms and stuff like that. And you know, these houses must cost a fortune privately to buy. But what they've done is they've had to put so many council accommodations in. And I don't understand this, right? Is that there's a bloke at my works, and they've just been, now, bearing in mind that we're earning over £30,000 a year, you know? I mean, but bearing in mind, I don't want to say how much I'm on, but I'm over £30,000 a year, right? I'm over £30,000 more. So, what it is, I pay for my house, I pay for our house, the wife and me, we pay things and we get everything sorted, right? We pay for the car, the van, the house, the kid, the whatever. Yeah, there's a bloke at my place, and they've just been given a house. They've been given a house and a car. Now, his wife has been poorly, and all that kind of thing. And I can't go into the details because it's when all said and done, it's nothing to do with me as such. But they've been given a house. Now, I can't honestly understand how somebody on over £30,000 a year can be given a house and a car. What it is, it's not fair, right? So, this is one of the reasons that I can't. They seem to be putting houses up in all over the places, but they're not seem to be putting the houses up in the right places for that certain kind of requirements, and it just don't seem to be fair. There is people seem to expect everything for fucking nothing nowadays. Now, I've worked all my life, the house is paid for, but that's took us, like, you know, years and years and years to do, and I don't know, it just don't seem fair that somebody can just be given a house on certain criteria. That it's not their house, it's our house, and I don't know, well, I do know, I just don't think it's right. There are people out there who need help, but there should be a certain requirement that if you're earning so much money, then no, you don't get that. You go and you do what you do. You shouldn't be, you know, I mean, where does the limit come in? Could you be on something like £50,000 a year and still end up being given a house and a car? It's unfair, and there are people out there who actually need these houses, and it's, you know. Barbara Windsor has a 7-figure nest egg in her company account despite quitting the soap. Well done, Babs. She's not very well, she's got Alzheimer's, and it's sad to see, to be fair. The Tory leadership contest is a shambles, and the party has never been seen such a crisis. I think I've been following the Tory party for something like 35 years, and I have seen it in a fucking state. And they're probably right. It is in a complete mess at the moment. It's just, it just needs somebody to be taking it by the scruff of the neck and start listening to what people say, instead of politicians over all parties telling us what we want. Oh, Love Island. I honestly cannot understand Love Island. Why? What is Love Island? There is no love there apart from them all loving themselves. It just seems a complete joke. They're all that desperate for fame and fortune while doing nothing towards it. It's just a complete joke. And then what will happen is, in a couple of months' time, when it's over, somebody will kill themselves and they'll say, just fucking grow up. Why don't all this lot here just go out and get a proper job and live a proper normal life instead of trying to cut corners and be fucking stupid? Just a bunch of fucking idiots. Oasis Liam electrocuted Cameron's Wonderballs. Liam Gallagher has called for David Cameron's privates to be electrocuted over Brexit. The Oasis star waded into the debate by saying the former Prime Minister was responsible for the whole mess. The Wonderwall rocker said, I don't know what Brexit is. Does anyone really? I don't know what Brexit is. Does anyone really know, as you were? Sorry, that was an awful impression of Liam. I like Liam, so I do apologise, Liam. All I do know is that David Cameron wants his bollocks fucking electrocuting for bringing it on in the first place. Liam's video echoed that, yeah, they're probably right. You know, he's made this mess, he's caused this mess, and then he's just fucked off. And he'll be alright because he's a millionaire, he's sorted really, he's okay. And he's probably got his money stashed in little pots and stuff all over the place, so it ain't going to get touched. But it's just a complete mess, and he shouldn't have been allowed to get away with it. Van Man Does Bird. A man who mysteriously stopped on the M25 and reversed his van into a oncoming stag party minibus has been jailed for dangerous driving. Mihal Avram, 33, of Egham, Surrey, admitted one count of causing serious injury by dangerous driving last October. He was sentenced to 16 months in prison at Guildford Crown Court. Sergeant Eddie Ryan of the Serious Collision Investigation Unit said Avram's driving could have cost several people their lives. Well, if it could have cost lives, why has he only got 16 fucking months? Why are you doing 20 years? I'm fed up with this thing again. It's piss off. Sorry, for the visually impaired, that was a fly buzzing around me. What? Just, I can't understand how people can do such a stupid thing, putting lives at danger. He'll get 16 months, he'll be out in 8. I don't understand it. It's not rocket science to punish these people. The X Factor star Chico Slimani pleaded with God to let him live when he suffered a stroke beside a motorway. The 48-year-old thought the strange feeling, he had a spiritual awakening. When he came round, he even drove to a pub and had a fish sandwich. It was only 2 days later that he discovered there was a blood clot the size of a 50p piece on his brain. Oh yeah. Chico time! Nearly the end time, weren't it, mate? Nurse on BGT knife 70 times. A nurse who performed on Britain Got Talent died after being stabbed more than 70 times by her boyfriend, the court heard. Simone Kerr, 31, was last seen leaving the hospital when she worked in August last year, heading to ex-soldier Desmond Silver's flat in Clapham, South London. Silver, 41, phoned his brother to say he just murdered his girlfriend before alerting emergency services, the Old Bailey heard. Simone, who sang at BGT's B Positive Choir last year, was found dead in blood-soaked duvet. 70 wounds. I don't understand it. What possesses somebody to stab somebody 70 times? And what possesses somebody to stab them once? The mine's 70. The world's going fucking mad. A man was arrested after trying to carry 2 kitchen knives through a staff search area at Gatwick Airport. The 30-year-old was held on South Terminal at South Terminal 1:55 a.m. yesterday in what police was a non-terrorist related incident. A man attempted to go through a staff search area openly carrying a kitchen knife in each hand. The area was secured and the man was challenged by officers who used a taser to detain him. Right, once again, non-terrorist, I don't know what. The world's going completely fucking mad. Mind you, they'll put that down to some kind of mental. Three Extinction Rebellion activists who allegedly glued themselves. Allegedly, you're either glued or you didn't glue. There's fucking no allegedly about it. To a train will stand trial in December. Kathy Eastburn, 52, Mark Overland, 36, and Luke Watson, 29, deny obstructing a railway at Canary Wharf. How can you deny it? I've said this before about these people. I can understand, I completely understand what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to do the bit and get people aware to climate change. That is happening, let's face it, the weather's all over the place sometimes. But holding trains up and disrupting people's lives is not the answer. It's you go and to the people who own these companies and disrupt their house lives. Camp outside their places. Don't upset people who are trying to earn a living. It ain't their fault. That's the only way they can get to fucking work or live and survive and provide for the families. Go and do the people who own the company, for fuck's sake. US leader breaks rules to give Queen a fist bump. What's the wrong? What is wrong with the Queen giving Donald Trump a fist? As long as Donald's not fisted our Queen, I'm not bothered. Liverpool fan. A Liverpool fan lost his wallet, I hear here. And a Spurs fan found it in the back of a taxi with £700 worth of euros. He got the number. He was dead happy to get the wallet back, not only just because of the 700 euros, but because of 800 euros that he had in it. But there was also a letter from his deceased wife, and she wrote this, and he kept in his wallet. So, fair play to Alan Bissell. Fair play to you, mate. That's really good. Right, let's walk on. Well, they're nice. Picture of the Spitfires flying over the channel. They did the bit, the brave lads, doing that in that day, 75 years ago, right? You can't understand what them people, what those lads and girls and all that went through, right? And the scum that we have walking around now, it's just a complete, utter joke. I drove through Loughborough yesterday, and the amount of people who are just staggering around, you can see they're out their heads on drugs or drink. It's just a complete joke. You know, and you look at it, and these people put their lives on the line for the freedom, so somebody can just stagger around with a hoodie up and like, just fucking unbelievable. Fair play to them. A beach was sealed off days from the 75th anniversary when a World War II bomb was found. Brilliant. It's not funny, but you know what I mean. It's still going around. Brilliant. It's not brilliant, but Alex said, I saw something sticking out. I just pulled it out, and because my daughter was with me and didn't want her to pick it up, I put it down, and in fact, there was a hand grenade found in Quorn yesterday. Had to get the old bomb squad in, apparently. Shamed football star Adam Johnson wants to go back into prison to coach lags. Why? The ex-Sunderland winger, 31, serves half of his 6-year sentence for kissing, grooming and groping a 15-year-old fan. Now he hopes to link up with charities that visit prisons teaching football coaching skills. And he looked back at giving something back to society, whatever. Yeah. Home was set ablaze by the sun's rays reflecting from the wind chimes on the curtains. Tim Sampson, 35, was walking his dog when he realised the smell of smoke, and then his house was in flames. Oh my God, Gemma, what are you doing, gal? Can you see her there? Look, yeah. Another woman with, not another woman, another somebody who thinks that they're really famous and talented, and they haven't got any fucking talent whatsoever. A dopey fugitive was caught after posting a comment on his own social media wanted appeal. Police asked for the public's help in tracing Nathan Baker. 36 in connection with alleged allegations of making threats to kill and possessing drugs. Baker saw the appeal and could not resist replying. Police allowed him to track him down. In Cleethorpes, not very bright there. That's about it, isn't it, really? Medieval chess piece bought for £5 is set to fetch £1 million after spending 50 years tucked away in a family drawer. The owners were shocked to learn the walrus ivory figures was a long lost Lewis chessman missing for 2 centuries. And there it is, folks. And there is one of the pieces. Unbelievable. £1 million. A statue of pioneering player Lily Parr is on show at the National Football Museum in Manchester. The left winger made her debut 100 years ago and scored 986 goals in 833 appearances. It's the first statue of a female player. Fair play to her, because women were playing football back in the day, but the FA decided it'd be a good idea to fucking ban it. Don't know. Wonder where women's football would be if the FA hadn't been so backward thinking. 2 terrified girls were saved by a lifeboat crew after being blown out on sea on an inflatable in Minehead, Somerset. Unbelievable. Katie Price has been slapped with a restraining order for hurling abuse at her ex's girlfriend in front of shocked kids. The former model at first said she was definitely not guilty of using threatening and abusing behaviour against Michelle Pentecost. But yesterday Price, 41, changed her plea after admitting calling her ex-husband Kieran Herrer's new lover a fucking, I think it must be the C word, but hurling abuse at another mum in the school ground. Katie Price, I like Katie Price, right? I think what she's done with her life as such has made it into, you know, she got fame, she was really clever, but she's completely lost the plot. And I hope she gets her head out of her arse and sorts it out, because, you know, she's got responsibilities of all them kids and stuff. Just Katie, if you ever get to hear this, I doubt it, but just get your head sorted and stop being something that you fucking hate now, girl. You've had a chance, you've made yourself a real nice career and everything, but you're just fucking throwing it away, girl. Show a bit of respect for yourself. A man found with thousands of pounds of cannabis has been spared jail after claiming he intended to smoke it himself. Alex Cox had a kilo of buds in a bucket worth £10,000 and was growing 14 plants worth £17,000. He also had a bundle of £10,000 in £20 notes. Right, so whoever, the judge at Warwick Crown Court accepted being a heavy user and the cash was from a business. I'm sorry, but these judges are absolute dickheads, and there is no way he was going to smoke 27 grand's worth of fucking drugs. Oh, I did that. Now, there's people, with sunburn, and I went sunburning once, and they painted JVC on my chest, and I look like I've got a fucking Arsenal shirt on years ago. Bastards. Oh God, there's a dog here, he shoved his head through a cat flap. Our Doodle did that, but the thing was locked at the time and he put his head straight through the plastic perspex. Corner shops are suffering after being abandoned by snowflake millennials because service is too slow. Younger generations insist that want instant food and instant service and food to go. The number of people aged 16 to 34 using a convenience store has dropped by 28% down to 4% in 2017. They want to pick up and go items that are looking for a meal or a drink or a study. Him and MCA found. Well, let them fuck off then. Because when all these little shops are shut, right, you're going to be fucked. Stepping in dog poo is the most likely thing to trigger a miserable day's snowball stress. A poll of 2,000 Brits found that a tiny accident can develop into an epic day of rage. Car breakdowns, losing your keys, nasty colleagues and sudden pimples all add up, according to dog food firm Poppy Picnics. Why is dog food firm Poppy Picnics doing a fucking stress survey? Never forget. There we go. Never forget them. They made our country what it is today. They made our country what it shouldn't be today. They gave us the right to be free and to do all this. And after this lot, the people have just completely fucked it up. No doubt we'll have snowflakes out soon saying you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be glorifying war. You shouldn't be thanking them for giving us the freedom to do what we want. Fucking idiots. Right, that's the news. Right, let's do a quick Just Jane. I've got 5 minutes on my thing. I like to try and do it easily in 30 minutes. I have my fill of feed a girlfriend. My girlfriend knows I have an achingly sweet tooth. I begged her not to buy rich pudding, sweets and pops, but every night when I come home, I'm faced with an array of treats. The kitchen groans under the weight of cream, chocolate and calories, and I have the willpower of a gnat. I fail on all this stuff, and like a 3-year-old, I feel horrible afterwards. I'm convinced she's determined to make me fat and ugly so all the girls won't fancy me. She says I've got a vivid imagination, but I can't help things. She just likes a fat bloke, mate. Are you insured? Has she got you insured? She's probably got you insured for an heart attack, so when you die, it pays out. She's killing you, mate. She's fucking killing you. An old friend has come into a lot of cash and he's looking down on us. Suddenly we're all boring and dull while she's on top of the world. She's laughing at how we dress and how we drink and how we our sad little lives. The other night, 5 of us went out with her and she was so full of herself, she was insufferable. She ordered champagne and chasers and then drank the whole lot herself. Then she snapped her fingers for oysters and lobsters, which she promptly left. What gets me is that her aunt she inherited the money from lived a frugal, simple life. Well, I tell you what, right, the way she's going through that money, she'll have none of it left. Unless it's like 8 million or something, I would have guessed she's probably only got about 10 grand or 15, 20 grand or something. And it'll soon be gone. It's like a bowl of sugar. You keep taking a spoonful out every day, it's fucking gone. So, just dump her. Just get fucking rid, kick her into touch, and then when she comes back, just say fuck off. I only found out my best mate is gay when her relationship status changed on social media. Now I'm hurt. If she fancies them other women, why didn't she never fancy me? Why haven't we ever been together? I've always worshipped the ground she walks on. She knows that. Now another woman is holding her at night and I'm angry and jealous. She keeps tasking me why I'm being so sulky and resentful. But how can she not know? I've been publicly... She probably didn't realise you were like that way as well. She probably didn't realise that, you know... Fucking why are people so fucking stupid? My girlfriend is gradually turning into me. What? She borrows my shirts and jumpers and she now has glasses just like mine. I have even caught her splashing on my aftershave, plus we have identical green wax jackets. My mates have noticed and started laughing. What can I say without hurting her feelings? I don't know. I haven't got a fucking clue. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Why don't you buy the stuff that you want her to wear, then she'll copy what you're wearing then. Then that way you can go back into other changes and do all that. Just completely surprise her. Wear contact lenses. That way, that ain't going to fucking matter either, is it? Get some contact lenses, you nuts. Right. Quick go through. Anthony Joshua. That was funny, weren't it? Yeah, I'll tell you what, right, he's a very good boxer, but what he's done here, he took his eye off the ball, didn't he? He thought it was going to be a walk in the park. And that photo where there's Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston like this, and then he's got one that's pretty much the same, that has gone to his fucking head. And he's thought he's something that he ain't. And he's got fucking done over. And I hope he learns from this, because he is a talented lad, but don't ever take boxing simple, mate, because they'll just punch you on the fucking chin and knock you out. As you well know. Well, England screwed up on the cricket yesterday, didn't they? What the fuck were all that about? Does my head in. I won't get popped short. Ben Chilwell hit rock bottom last time he went to Portugal with the England aces hoping to return. Trip will leave him on top of the world. Back in 2016, Chilwell was part of the Leicester side that got hammered 5-0 in Porto. And we did. But that's all part of the past now, and hopefully he's learnt from that, and Leicester will learn from it, and Leicester will come back and win the league by winning about 120 points, and nobody beating us, never letting a goal in. We'll go on then to win the Champions League, and all this thing about Liverpool and Man City will be forgot, because Leicester City will be the greatest team in Europe. No, let's Leicester be a good team. Let's just fucking be brilliant. Let's do well. Manchester United Giants are in and United City, Man United and City are involved in a 120 million battle for Real Madrid Portuguese whiz kid João Felix. Yeah, all right. Who's going to want to go Manchester United? Anyway, my time's up, folks. My red light's flashing. I have got to go. Laters.